Episode 5, All the World's a Stage. In this one big life we have, are the little things insignificant, or do they actually mean everything? Does how we care for people, places, things, and our own time put us to sleep, or actually wake us up to our own lives? Discuss amongst yourselves.
Life Drawing.
Welcome to Life Drawing with John and Jacqueline.
Brought to you by Cottonwood.
Cottonwood.
Cottonwood Center. Brought to you by
Cottonwood Center for the Earth.
There you are.
Hey.
Cottonwood Center for the Arts.
All right, are we all settled?
No, my pants!
What? Why are your pants tight?
Because I have my workout leggings on, and I hate changing.
Did you not have time to change? Or
No, I don't like it.
Well,
You know what I've been doing lately?
Wait, you don't like what?
Changing. Like when you're in your gym clothes and then you got to be in your school
I hate
clothes.
that too.
It's
I hate
the
that
worst.
too.
So what I've been doing is I have a base layer and I keep my base layer, and
Did
then I
your
can change the top
gym
layer.
class in high school, did they make you shower before you went back to class?
No, I don't remember, which is almost weirder.
Yeah.
I went to like the poorest schools ever. I don't think we had a shower.
Oh.
We never had the PE outfit. They were just like, you'd go sweat your brains out outside after running the mile in your
regular
school
clothes.
regular clothes. And I don't remember
There wasn't any kind of hard and fast, like you had to do this or that. That was public school, though. I don't know about
yeah, and we were just doing, I don't know,
parochial
Lord
schools
knows
or
what.
whatever, yeah.
And like running in your school outfit.
Why is I have trouble changing after I've gotten dressed for the day for something.
Okay, I have a good question though.
Yeah.
Do you, when you go home, do you change your clothes?
No.
I knew you were going to say no.
No, do you?
Yes. It's tuned into my home clothes.
Oh, see, I don't even think about that.
I knew.
I might, if I have a heavier shoe on, I might change into like sneakers.
Oh, sure.
But taking off pants or changing shirt, no.
No.
And then sometimes I wear pants like 2 days in a row, but not more than that.
Oh, pants you can wear like, you don't have to wash pants.
I know, but when
I just read an article, you don't have to wash pants.
Ever?
No. You don't, or it was jeans.
Yeah.
Like you wash jeans, you don't wash jeans, there's no difference.
There are circumstances though that sometimes you got.
Yeah, not a lot.
What was that drink that I had from you before?
It's a banana latte.
Where did you get your banana latte?
At Switchback.
At Switchback.
Yeah, because I always get cappuccinos, and I walked in there and then they said cappuccino, and that is what I wanted. But
okay, and once you put in your order at Switchback, how long did it take to have your coffee delivered to you?
1 second.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So it was quiet.
He whines. He can't stand in a line. If there's even an assemblage of a line, a hint of a line.
No, you know what?
That's
I
true.
I can stand in a line,
but not
my
well.
tolerance is very,
yeah.
very low.
It can be one person and you're deep sighing.
When you go there for coffee, in general, do you get your coffee in 1 second? You got your coffee in 1 second?
Negative seconds.
For real, how long did it take?
I don't know a normal amount of time, but sometimes life is about the journey.
Okay, fine. But was it like a minute?
I don't know. It was quick, but it's an ice drink. So that is quicker.
Oh, an ice drink is quicker? Why is an ice drink quicker?
Because you don't have to...
Oh, you mean heat up the milk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was a time when, living in New York especially, when you ordered a coffee...
You just got...
First
did
of all,
coffee mean it came with like cream and sugar?
well, if you said, let me have a regular coffee.
Regular coffee meant cream
And sugar.
I like that.
And it had, the Parthenon on it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And every coffee place did that. And not coffee place, it was like delis. There weren't even coffee places. There was, like in the city, there was like a chock full of nuts.
Wait, the chock full of nuts is a coffee place?
Yeah. There was
What
one.
is chock full of nuts? I thought it was a...
It's a coffee brand.
Chock full of nuts is the heavenly coffee. I forget the rest.
Jess is going to love that.
Chock full of nuts.
Yeah, and it was right on 42nd Street.
Okay.
And I used to walk to work. I used to take the train to Grand Central Station, which was at 42nd. go west toward the great state of New Jersey.
Yeah.
And
I love New Jersey.
Me too. But as I walked that way, there was a coffee shop on the left, and it was a chock full of nuts. Wow. And they had a counter, like a diner has a counter.
Okay, yeah.
So I guess they would serve like, maybe like bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll.
Okay.
And a coffee. It wasn't an elaborate breakfast, but there was no such thing as elaborate. You just said coffee. Like the woman, the waitress would come over.
Yeah.
There were no waiters either, like in those kinds of places. And they would just say coffee, and you go, yep. And they would just bring the pot over.
Yeah.
The orange lid hat was decaf. And then,
I remember. I waited tables and we had that.
And then the dark lid was regular, and that was it.
Old.
There were no options.
I'm basically 18.
Right.
But, yeah.
And then whatever you wanted to do to your coffee, you could. But if you went into a deli, before you could get the words out, I would like a coffee this morning, they'd have the coffee in front of you. And I do think, this sounds a little snobbish, but when you're going for your coffee in the morning, that should not take 10 minutes.
And it's for the millionaires in your bucket of beats.
Better coffee, millionaires, money can't buy.
We're back to you hate standing.
No, it's
but I don't need coffee to like function.
Also, we also have places in this town where you do drive-through coffee.
Oh, yeah.
And for some reason, they have a full conversation with you.
I know. You know what I miss most about Seattle?
What?
The cranky baristas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Why don't we have that? I wish we had that.
But the thing is, it's like, it's nice, right? Like we are, I don't know. I battle this. I battle my sense of we really are on Earth for one time, and we're like a community of living beings for such a short amount of time.
Okay.
And that's so sacred and holy. And if you think about it that way, even though we are so meaningless, it's meaningful, our interactions with one another. And so it's I want every interaction to be important and meaningful. But then also I hate when they ask me what I'm doing later.
Right. Well, even Trader Joe's, which is my favorite store, there is a tendency for the people checking you out to say things like, so what are you doing for the rest of the day? Or what are you guys doing today? I have trouble with that because I feel that they're not, I don't think they really need that answer.
Yeah.
I think they're just looking to make you feel that they're engaging with you at some personal level. But I don't really find it.
It's kind of sweet in its own way.
I guess.
I think maybe because I hate I don't like the term small talk because I think it diminishes the exquisiteness of a casual interaction. I don't know. Talking about the weather is incredibly meaningful. What a beautiful shared experience. So why call it small talk? I hate the. Maybe for me, when those questions are asked, it bumps up against maybe what I feel insecure about. In a way, actually. If you don't have any plans, and that's fine. I love having not plans, but then they're like, it's Friday night, what are you doing? And you're like,
nothing.
And you feel some type of way, so you're like, why didn't you ask me something else?
Yeah, I don't know what the answer is, because for me, coming from an office on 34th Street, a block from the Empire State Building, which I did for a long time.
Yeah.
Everything was sped up.
Yeah.
Everything. There was just.
Is that why you can't stand in the line?
It's probably a contributor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even in the busiest place, the priority was expediting people through, which, by the way, is probably, the ones that were successful.
Yeah.
Not only had it, so just having a good product was one component, but getting it into the hands of the person waiting online was a really important part of it, which maybe that was a mistake too, but maybe that's what makes places like New York City percolate.
Well, sure.
And maybe it's what distinguishes places like Colorado Springs. There's just not a rush to do things.
Do you hate waiting in a line? Choose the Colorado Springs Airport, where traffic and security is nearly always a breeze. And since you now have time on your hands, stop in and check out the lofty new gallery space located upstairs and stewarded by Cottonwood Center for the Arts. Launched in January of 2026 and in collaboration with the Colorado Springs Airport, Art on the Streets, and the Cultural Office of the Pikes Peak region, Art at COS features rotating installations of thoughtfully selected contemporary works by local artists, as well as historical works relevant to the area. And you don't need a ticket to ride. The gallery is located just before security. Do you want your art at the Colorado Springs Airport? Next up, many happy returns, an exhibition celebrating Colorado's sesquicentennial and America's semi-quincentennial birthdays in style. We are proud to report the inaugural exhibition, Window Seat, Views from the Stratosphere, and the newly launched in-flight dining in consideration of the airline meal have been received fabulously by locals and travelers alike. And here's something fun. Don't forget to vote for your favorite piece. Use the QR code during your visit to cast your vote for Best in Show. And the 2 artists with the most votes will be awarded microgrants from Cottonwood Center for the Arts to future their artistic practice. Happy trails! Air travel has never been easier when you choose the Colorado Springs Airport. Disclaimer, folks, it's still 2026. Plan your air travel with care.
I don't get that culture.
Yeah, I don't like this sitting in my line. I don't like sitting in the car waiting. But this makes me think of what you said a couple weeks ago of how I think, and maybe when you were talking about we can make almost anything we do in art. Like, how can we do everything we do sort of like artistically, creatively, intentionally? Which maybe you can even almost sub the word intentional and creative. Maybe. Put that aside.
Well, you have to do it for some reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Being aware of what you're doing, but not too aware. Anyways, my main point is thinking about how do we almost just have casual conversations with people as an art form, as I'm stepping into this waiting place of hell in a way.
I don't know that answer. That's a hard question.
And yet, how can I make this interaction
meaningful?
Because I think I really struggle with how can we, as insignificant as we are, make meaning and be meaningful and make meaningful work while holding me, myself, and I, and the work I make and even the conversations I have are generally insignificant to the globe turning.
You know what? Because then maybe you have to flip that idea. And maybe consider that not only are those things meaningless, maybe they are the most meaningful things that there are.
Because they are meaningless in there?
No, I don't think the word meaningless is a valid way to describe that.
No, I don't think it's meaning. I think we're not as significant as we think we are. But almost out of that, I think we are we are obliged to make meaning out of our lives.
Okay, but at what level do we have the capacity, you and I, and everyone else who's out there, what level are we capable of influencing humanity? And that answer, fine, but maybe that so little is then the most important thing.
The little bit we do have?
In our neighborhood, in my neighborhood, okay, I walk my dog every day, a couple times a day. In the evening. And I would say I pretty much know everybody, within let's say a block or 2 radius.
Yeah.
And I try really hard to be friendly. I'll pick up garbage if I see it on the ground.
You always are doing that. You do that here every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I realize that's where I know I can make an impact.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you want to extrapolate that out to what artists do, since this is to a degree a discussion about art, they're beautifying, they're impacting through their creativity. What was the other word you said for creativity?
Being intentional.
Intentional. Because they're trying to make an impact where they can.
Sure.
If you think about the average artist, okay, are they trying to make a piece that ends all other artwork because it will have the magnitude that we just discussed?
No.
Or are you trying just to do your little piece, you know, to make an impact in a place where you have a area that you can influence?
I just don't like the word impact or influence. I don't know why. I just don't like it.
Okay. But if you're saying, if the general argument is that, you know, look, they just discovered light that's 13.5 billion years old.
Okay.
But what they discovered with that light, with this new telescope that we have, is that there are elements in there that theoretically didn't exist 13.5 billion years ago. Like, let's just say like nitrogen.
Okay.
So now what they're suggesting, these are the astronomers.
Is this real or are you making
this
this
is
up?
real.
No.
This is real. What, is it going to be?
You said hypothetically.
Oh, well, forget that. Okay.
Okay, it's real?
This is real. So
Okay.
they saw
Where are we going?
not the Hubble. Is it the Hubble? No, the James Webb. The James Webb
Who's
telescope.
James Webb?
He's the guy that did this telescope. Okay. So they saw light that's
Why
13
are
and a
dudes always inventing telescopes?
only
It's
because
probably a phallic
men
thing.
were encouraged during the time when people were doing that. Women could
Because
do it
it's
just as
penis-shaped.
easily now. Maybe that's cannons and everything else.
See, and war
Just-
and guns.
I know. All right, so just follow me on this.
Okay,
So,
I'm with you.
So
I
they
mean, I
found elements in this light that did not, in theory, exist 13.5 billion years ago.
It's got magical.
So now what they're suggesting is that our universe
Yes.
is within another universe that's even older than 13.5 billion years old.
Okay. Like a Russian nesting doll of universes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I buy that.
But the point is, if you
Yeah,
want
what's the point?
if you're looking at that scale,
Sure.
you think that what you do every day
Has no impact.
has no impact. But
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that, because I also believe that each little thing that you do
Yeah, Matt.
eventually might even reach out as far as that 13.5 billion years.
No, that's fair. I believe that. I think just there's a lot of, I think maybe I'm just struggling with language lately as a whole, in the way impact, or even when we say like, I want to make an impact, it's all so much like a lot of our language in English and in America is so like self-focused.
Okay, I agree.
In other like ethical systems, like you take more Eastern ethical systems, all of their words and ethical frameworks are geared toward like the communal. Like the I gets lost within the we.
Okay.
Which is, I mean, there's pros and cons to everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even like the African ethical principle, Ubuntu, it says something like, I'm gonna butcher it, but it's like, I am because we are. Like that philosophical idea that there almost is no I, there is only we. And
Well,
I
do subscribe to the idea that everything is connected.
yeah,
I mean, you see things in the human lungs.
Yeah.
You know, patterns in the lungs that appear
elsewhere.
billions of miles
Yeah.
away in the
Patterns,
universe.
colors.
And, things, right.
But I don't know. I just think like I don't know the line between being so self-centered that your worldview actually changes and how you see the world and how you experience art, and the line between like I do my creative work because it's
Right.
me and I
Right.
and it's my relationship with myself.
But that is a really good question to ask yourself. But on the other hand, Ted Turner just died yesterday or the day before.
Who's that? Inventor of the telescope?
Yeah. No, he was the guy that invented 24-hour news. CNN. He was like with Jane Fonda.
Oh, I love Jane Fonda.
Okay. All right. to look him up. It's a pretty interesting life that the guy had. But the point is, if not for some level of egotism, that may
Sure.
never have happened. Like,
But maybe it shouldn't have happened.
maybe it shouldn't have happened. But then you wonder, there are so many things that are important in this world.
Sure.
Getting news, maybe being one of them in that capacity, maybe not. But all you have to do is think about people that persevered to invent the polio vaccine.
Yeah.
But that person had to have some ego come into that and say, I'm not going to stop until I get this.
Sure. And it's like drive is not the problem. But I think like things like.
But where does drive come from? Does that come from the I? Maybe it's a combination of the I and the we.
Well, I imagine the motivation to come up with 24-hour news versus the motivation to come up with a vaccine is also a little bit different.
Okay.
Like I think of like the news today and how
You mean it's just overwhelming?
yeah, it's overwhelming. It's also like we've lost what truth means. We've lost objectivity. It's like become this dopamine circus. And we're like toying with people's lives out of this like dopamine circus that is the news.
So how about the theory, though, that the best writing, like I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I once heard this theory that the most, or I don't know if I ever heard it or it was something I came up with. I don't remember. But I remember thinking the most personal things were the most universal things.
Okay.
Okay, so the things that we're most afraid to talk
Yeah.
about, like having a bad hair day. Oh. For example.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because you said you were having a bad hair
I
day.
know. This is where you can be fixed in post-production.
Well, hopefully we'll have some miracles done. Okay.
I'm imagining like a blonde like wig when I'm doing this.
All right. So if the most personal things are the most universal,
Like a bad hair day?
maybe but there's other things too. When you look in the mirror, the things that you see that you think only you see,
Yeah.
I'd say 90% of people are having the same experience.
True. And we can't actually even see ourselves ever outside of ourselves.
No.
Like you look in the mirror, you're looking through your own layered history of relationships with yourself. And
Okay,
others.
and you're writing classes.
Yeah.
And people are looking for a starting point.
Yeah.
What I might argue is that you have to start very internally.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so is that an I thing or is that a we thing?
I think it's a fault of language thing. And it's a little bit fault of our maybe how we've been like baked into thinking. Like I think your innards are not just an I. Like we're not made in vacuums. Like there's not a thought you have that's not connected to another being.
Okay.
Like there's that philosopher
But then that is okay, go ahead, you philosopher.
Levinas, and he says like there almost is no I, there's just a you. Like he says the you is always so much more important. Like we are so indebted to the you that we like live in debt to the other. Like we just don't. So even that, like I'm heading out on this solitary pursuit of writing, which I don't even know if I believe this because that's how it feels. Like it does feel that way. But that solitary inward pursuit is just not like big I having an impact. Or maybe we get focused on that of like, I am going to have an impact.
But as an artist, when you express yourself uniquely, right? That is what art comes down to. That is what art is. It's not just depicting something.
No, I agree.
Right?
And I think we almost look at art wrong most of the time. And it's kind of why I don't like to go to my own art shows a lot of the time, because I feel a little bit almost like I'm in the way. Like we like to go to these art shows and then people are like looking at you and looking at the art and they're like, oh, I'm learning something about you. And they're like, what does this mean to you? And like, none of that matters.
So
Like,
what does matter?
It's about the viewer at that point.
It's out of the hands of the artist.
I'm done. Like by the time it's done, it's on the wall. By the time the installation is up, I have something in my eye. It's not my business anymore. It's not about me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we like approach art. We don't like stand before the piece of art and allow it to change who we are, or say like, okay, what is this artwork saying about me? What is the conversation I can have with this piece? I think we just think I like it or not, or what is this saying about the artist?
Okay, so what then is an artist trying to do? Why is it important for a person to sit down and depict, express, etc., what they're trying to do through their medium that they're working with? Why are they doing that?
Well, I think that's probably the need of every living thing.
Right, but if there's no I, and let's say
I'm not
ego.
saying there's no I.
No, I know. Okay, but it just again,
Yeah.
in theory, if there's no I and ego is supposed to be bad, right? Like, you take your ego out of it and you'll be fine.
I'm not saying like you not need to have a self or you don't need to have an ego.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are just too driven by like, I'm having an impact, engaging their success on the impact of their singular work of art. And then people become giant babies when things don't work out. But I think all living things do that. Maybe even all dead things in a way. Like there's this like trees communicate, trees express.
They do.
But
is that just nature? I mean,
no.
do you think there's an interconnectedness between all things?
Yes.
Me too. But in the end, I don't know. I don't really know how important that is because, there is light that's 13.5 billion years away. And if we can't validate the 80 to 100 years, hopefully, that we get to live here in some way, then you'd start asking yourself the question, how much is life worth living? I think it's really worth living. I actually think 80 years is a long time. People always say, oh, life is short.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with that. I think you can make an incredible impact on a circle of people in a short amount of time who can then take that little piece that they got from you and push it out a little bit further and push it out a little bit further and push it out a little bit further.
Which that's a creative way of thinking. You have to see past what you can actually see. Like you can't actually see or touch or feel the tangibles of like, I pick up this piece of trash. You have to like trust, which I think that's an artistic thing to do. You're trusting in what you can't see. Like there are reverberations happening from this one action, which like care is such a reverberation in and of itself. Little acts of care.
Care, C-A-R-E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Become, right? It's just, it touches people in ways that you can't
Really put a finger on.
Yeah, but
Right.
it matters.
But I do think that you're right. I do think the ultimate way to live would be to find joy in all of those little moments that you have. And maybe I do think there are some people who are capable of that.
My dad's a little bit like that, and I wish I was more like him. Like, he's so patient. No matter the situation, no matter how crappy, he's having a good time. He's probably, like, and he's chatted to anybody who's around him. And I'm like,
Right.
I can be a little like, but that's the thing. I think sometimes that's almost where my ego gets in the way of like, oh, I have important things to do. I'm on my way to do that. Or even my own, like, I'm lost in my thoughts and what I'm.
But that's also because.
Or my texting is important.
But you are on your way to do things. Like, not. I know it's a.
I know.
It's like a toss up,
But again, like we said earlier, you can do both. You can maybe we need to wake up a little bit to our lives.
Do you mean one can do both, or me specifically?
You.
Oh, what do I do?
Both.
Oh my God, you scared me.
I scared myself. No, earlier, like we were saying, like we can do both. Like we can be like not crappy humans out in the world, and also like not dawdle. Like you can do both. But we prioritize our own needs a lot of the time over others.
Well, it's our little corner of the world. It's all that we can control.
Yeah.
And we can't control everything, but the components that we can control.
Let's care for those components.
Anyway, all the rigmarole that we do all have to go through.
Yeah.
I think there's an overarching piece because we're in a world of creativity.
Yeah.
That's always going to win out. We all know the things that we have to do,
Yeah.
right?
And how do we do those things with care and attentiveness?
The only way we do it is by expressing ourselves through each of those things as uniquely as possible. All right, so did you know this is our 5th show? We're going to wrap up here.
No, I haven't said any of the things I want to say.
Okay, well, we'll save them for the 6th show. So this is our 5th show. We have at least one super fan who commented that it's
my dad.
It's the best podcast she ever saw, which was really, really funny. And we're
Paid her
hoping that,
$5 to say that.
we're hoping that other people feel that way too, eventually, but it's going to take us some time. Anyway, any parting words before we sign off?
Oh, whether or not we really landed on the moon or not.
Okay, let's start off episode 6 with that, if that's
You
okay.
never want me to talk about the moon.
No, I don't mind. It just
Never
didn't come
let
up
me-
because
You never let me get to the truth about things.
we had other things
You gotta
to
do your own research.
do your own research. We had other things to talk about. Anyway, thank you. We hope you guys enjoyed.
The moon's not real.
This is the lovely Jacqueline
It's made of
Moulton.
cheese.
My name is John Corey. We both work at Cottonwood Center for the Arts. I'm Cottonwood's executive director. Jacqueline is our person about town. She does a little bit of everything.
I'm the one causing all the lines to slow down.
Yeah, Jacqueline's the one that makes the line slow. Anyway, thank you. We appreciate you watching us, and we'll see you next time.
Oy vey!